Hello everybody, a little bit different episode starting today. I'm outside, middle of the night, Sunday night. Actually, it could be any time. It's always dark here this time of year. Minus 10 degrees, which is 14 degrees Fahrenheit. Outside here in front of the Buffalo Airways hangar, we have a special delivery coming. My father is now getting into the plane saver business just like us. He found himself an airplane that he's going to be saving alongside ours. This is the big announcement, folks. What kind of airplane is it? If you're a diehard fan, you already know. But let's see. Area 51. Let's get this airplane in the hangar.
We'll take the bike out first. Just pull the airplane back. Keep coming. Get up. Did not expect that.
Very cool looking thing, eh?
Very, very good.
Well, Dad, what do we have here?
Oh, that's a fox moth. It's a Devon fox moth, the type that I grew up in.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 31 of PlaneSavers! Okay, folks, here we are. Benjamin, William, my father and I. Dad, what is this?
It's a tiger, it's a fox moth, which is the commercial 4-passenger version of a tiger moth. The pilot sits in here, and nice, you can see your passengers through this hole here, and you put 4 people in the front. And it's a bush plane. It goes on skis, goes on floats. There was lots of them in the north, but the mining companies had them in the 30s, 40s. A lot of mining companies had these up here, prospectors, and then different companies started their air services with these, like McAvoy. That's where I first seen these things. It was 5 years old.
How is it in there, Benjamin?
It's pretty comfy. The AC.
What do you think, William?
I think the floor won't hold my weight for now.
Fish on a pickle lake. That's when the embargo went into Cuba. We could have gone to Cuba right there. See, it says right here, Kennedy invading Cuba. Malanje invading Pickle Lake with a load of fish.
What are you going to do with it?
Fly it.
When?
Soon.
What's the time frame?
Spring.
Spring. So you can get this thing flying by spring, and it's sitting here in our shop. Who's going to work on it?
Well, probably not you right away.
Okay, folks, isn't this crazy? What an elephant in the room, a big yellow elephant. My father plans to get this thing flying by spring. He's not restoring it as per se, like museum quality. He's been collecting parts for the last few years actually to get this thing going. But he is in need of some wings. So if you guys know where any fox moth wings are, my father will buy them off you, ship them up here. He wants to get this thing flying by spring. He's got engines, he's got parts. Yeah, you might need some professional help. So if there's any professional fox moth people to come in, this is definitely David versus Goliath. As you can see, our Fokker looks, I don't know, folks. This is really being dropped on our laps, but the Fokker will look pretty good at some point, hopefully. What does the Fokker look like? We got an awesome video from the Flying Club in UK. He made a special trip to go look at a Fokker in the UK for us. So let's check that out right now.
Welcome to PlaneSavers, Norfolk, UK. Temperature here today is +1 degree centigrade, and I'm just prepping up my aircraft to fly down to Shipton, hopefully to get some footage for Mikey and Benjamin of the Fokker triplane. So this is the purpose of the visit. Fokker DR1 replica, not sure what engine's on that. And here's for Benjamin, here's the fourth wing with the brakes on it. Quite a large propeller, but not as big as I think it would have been if it had the rotary engine on it. Centre wing is higher than the wing on my aircraft. Beautiful tail skid undercarriage, a little trolley, got a cover over the cockpit. Nice sort of authentic looking paint job on it. So, I hope that inspires you, Mikey and Benjamin, to get on with the PlaneSavers project. Bye for now.
This is not the big, I got the big ones coming, eh?
Okay.
But this is just,
Pocket version.
this is pocket version for field repairs, see? This is done by the Avalon, eh?
1932.
Yeah, well, 1932, that was the year of the Depression, eh? So these are called Depression places.
What are we looking at there?
Pardon me?
What's this?
Oh, this is just some diagrams of some, you know, I don't have the big ones here. These are just the pocket version of repairs, eh? These repairs that you can do. So for today's remediation, you can read this.
All right. The Bible.
You're not stealing Benjamin, are you?
No, I'm just giving him some stuff here so he can think about something else. I want him to be able to do two purposes.
Double my feet. Perfect.
No, he just wanted to read up on it.
So, folks, look, an engine just showed up. Already in the PlaneSavers studio for not even 24 hours, and she is almost as far along as we are with the Fokker. But all kidding aside, folks, this is something, when you look at it from the Fokker program, was not planned for. This aircraft needing as much work, and then my father's saying he wants it flying by the spring, the exact same time we want to get this thing flying, changes everything, folks, and not in a positive way, as resources, time, effort, and people are pretty thin, as you can imagine. So we have to be creative, think of a way that we can coexist, the two airplanes, but it's definitely going to be a challenge. We're behind a bit because we wanted to get some volunteers in. Thank you for everybody signing up for volunteering. And the reason you haven't seen Stella is Stella's actually been at the new Buffalo Staff House, working around the clock, restoring it, painting, doing a bunch of getting it all ready. Whew. So we won't be able to take any volunteers in until after the Christmas break, unfortunately, because we're just busy. I've been on the computer all day doing quotes. Last week was a slow week. This week is ramping up. So I can't say that I'm hopeful right now, folks, to be honest with you, because this is a lot of work. Yeah, did we bite off more than we can chew? But we'll see. We're still not even a year away from what we did with DTD. So, again, thank you, Flying Cub, for getting us a video of a completed Fokker down in the UK. That was very cool. Hopefully we can get this thing going. Oh my God, folks, it is, as you can tell, a little bit crazy. So, moving forward, once Benjamin right now is working on some C-46 parts. Like we got this stuff, this is burnt stuff from the wing, because he's got to rebuild the wings. It's even in the way of our rib making thing. The eBay rib item is getting pretty high up there, so we're going to be working on that in the next episode, doing some tests. We got some resin, and we're going to be putting together, because each rib has its own doppelganger mini rib. If you haven't seen, check out the eBay link before. We're going to be selling, there's going to be around 70 ribs, folks, so there's going to be a chance for everybody to get it on that. The first one is going up pretty high, but thank you again. Whew, what are we going to do? Again, folks, this changes everything, this aircraft here. Even just the space alone. Imagine 6 wings, or basically 3 wings completed. Another 2 wings, 4 altogether. What are we going to do, folks? Well, if you, I wonder how it's going to go. I wonder how it's going to go. If you're watching this in the future, you know how it's going to go. I do not know, but this is exactly how I felt with DTD way back when, and look what we ended up with, an airplane that was completed. But every challenge has its own way of solving it, so I just got to think, how can we do this? And I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need Benjamin's help. I'm going to need Stella's help. I'm going to need Will's help. I'm going to need Joe's help. I'm going to need everybody's help. Thank you very much for joining us today on today's episode. Please subscribe if you haven't, to see how in the heck we're going to juggle all this mess together, let alone run an airline. Have fun, folks. We'll be seeing you very soon. Wherever in the world you are, be safe, and see you in the next episode. Bye. More!
More?
Yeah.
Crank it up!